Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today we're going to do another great workout you can do in your home with minimal space, minimal equipment, and working lots of different areas of your body. Okay, so remember to come into these workouts warmed up and ready to go. Make sure you're doing a little walking, a little biking, getting your heart rate up and getting your muscles warm. 5 to 10 minutes is usually enough. But come in ready to go. You can go through these exercises in a circuit format with us. I'm going to go through them once, and then you can do 5 minutes of cardio in between, go through them again, 5 minutes of cardio, go through them a third time, and then stretch. That would be a great, probably close to an hour full of a workout. If you only have time to get through them once, it's great. It's always better to do something than nothing. And if you don't have time for the cardio in between, that's okay too. You can just kind of cycle through them once, twice, maybe even 3 times, depending on your time and how you're feeling. Okay, so we're going to start with lat pull down. I've got my tubes looped through my door up here. Like I've said before, it's difficult in a lot of homes to find a higher surface to loop your bands around. So finding a door loop like this that you can loop through the door to protect your bands is a great idea. It's not that expensive of an investment. Okay, so we're going to sit on the floor so that we can pull down. Your lats are your big muscles in your back here. They attach up here, so when you move your arms, they're helping pull your arms down. So like if you were to do a pull-up, this is the same motion. So we're going to sit so that we're pulling down. So envision yourself doing a pull-up, but this isn't a pull-up, it's a pull down, but it's the same motion. So my feet are bent, my back is tall, and I'm going to keep my shoulders down away from my ears. Drag your elbows down towards the floor and squeeze your shoulder blades. All right, pull your hands directly towards your armpits. 2, nice and slow. 3, keep breathing. You can breathe in here and then out on your way back down. 7, nice and slowly, both directions. Control that band. That's 10. I'm just going to do one more, give myself a really good fatigue there by the end. Good. So that's lat pull down, your latissimus dorsi. Those are your lats, the big muscles in your back. Okay, next we're going to do some step-ups with a weight. Now, I have a kettlebell here. If you don't have a kettlebell, that's okay. If you know that step-ups are hard for you, you don't have to add a weight. You could also try a dumbbell or a jug of water, something like that. Now I've got my step here. I don't have a fancy step here, but you don't need a fancy step. I've got my little step stool. If you have a nice aerobic step, that'll work great. Otherwise, you can use the bottom of your staircase. That works really well. I'm going to lift this up a little higher. Okay, so now when you're hanging on to this, I like to do it with one weight because first of all, you have to stabilize and keep that weight stable. So I don't want you hiking it up like this. I want you to keep that weight stable. And then also keep that weight in your outside hand. So I want you to hang on to either a railing or a countertop. You don't have to hang on, but I want it available. So we're going to step up and down with the same foot 10 times. Make sure you get your whole foot up on there. I don't have, like I said, I don't have a fancy step, but I'm making sure my heel is up there so my foot is stable. Nice and slow. 6, 7, keeping my head up nice and tall so I'm looking forward. And 10. Good. Now I'm going to switch sides so I can put my weight in my other hand, and then this hand is available for support if I need it. Now I'm also going to step up with the other foot. The other way you can do this is you can alternate legs. If you have knee pain with this and it's challenging for you, you can alternate. So you could do left, right, whichever way feels better to you. But do about 10 on each side either way, and then switch. Or 5 on each side if you're doing it that way, and then switch sides. Okay, good. So that was 10 on each side. Move this out of the way here. Now we're going to lower down. Nope, next we're going to do bicep curls. Okay, so I've got my weights here. Remember when you're picking up and putting weights down to be careful and use your back and your knees. Protect your back, use your knees and your legs to lift and lower those weights. Okay, we're gonna do some bicep curls. Now, we're also gonna add a little bit of balance to this, like I like to do. So either stagger your feet, just like this, or a tandem stance, or a single leg stance. So wherever you are comfortable here, and you're still able to do the exercise appropriately. So we're gonna just use the same dumbbell in each hand here, do them at the same time. Now you can either go forward like this, or you can turn your weights out to the side. Either way, it doesn't matter. They work your biceps heads, they work your biceps a little bit differently, but functionally it doesn't matter all that much. One thing you want to be aware of when you're doing biceps curls is making sure you're staying nice and stable here and you're not lifting like this because that's hard on your back. And then you're using other muscles and you're using momentum. So you want to do nice and slowly and controlled, and then lower so that your arms go all the way straight at the bottom each time. I think this one is 10. Good, rest. If you feel like you're having to really yank it, then then grab a different set of weights. So you want to make sure you're doing a weight that is appropriate, that is slow and controlled for your biceps, and that is the only muscle that you're working there. Okay, now we're going to lower to the floor. And we're going to do fire hydrants. So on your hands and knees, you want a nice flat surface. Your back should be able to balance a teacup on it. So your hands directly beneath your shoulders, your knees directly beneath your hips, and your head in line with the rest of your spine as well. So we're not dropping here, and we're not looking forward like this. We're staying in a nice proper alignment. Now, fire hydrants, self-explanatory. You're going to lift one knee out to the side. Now, like I said, you want a nice flat surface all the way up and down your back. So this is a pretty small range of motion. I'm not lifting my knee that far. If you feel like you have to go way up here, then your teacup's going to fall over. You don't want to do that. You want to just isolate those glutes. 6, 7, 8. Keep that knee nice and bent. 9 and 10. Good. All right, now we're going to switch sides. Realign if you need to. 1, 2, 3. Really just isolating that glute. And then you may also feel it in this stabilizing side now that you've worked that side. 7, 8. Small range of motion. 9 and 10. If you feel like you're really struggling to get it farther out, don't worry about that. It's a small range of motion. You can keep it even, right even in here, and you're still going to work that glute that we're isolating right here. All right, good. Now we're going to stay down here. We're going to do a plank. Now you can either do a plank similar to the push-ups where you do it against a countertop and the further you move your feet back, the harder it is. The further you move your feet forward, or the closer you move your feet towards the counter, the easier it'll be. You can use a bench, or a coffee table works really great, or a kitchen chair even shoved up against the wall so it doesn't move. Those are all really great options to kind of ease into this. And you can do it. Today we're going to try to do it on your hands. If you absolutely can't, one thing you can do is use dumbbells. If your wrists have a really hard time in this position, you can try dumbbells and hold it like this. The other thing you can do is do it from your knees. Doing a plank from your knees is another great option to ease into this. But when you are doing it, make sure you have a flat surface from your knees to your shoulders. Okay, so we're going to go for 30 seconds here. All right, up. So flat surface from the top of your head down through your heels. If you have a hard time holding this, you could put one knee down and then the other knee. You could alternate, or If you've tried 10 or 15 seconds and then you need to go down to your knees like this, that's okay. Everything stays in line. I'm going to look at my watch. We got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, great. Now, we're going to do one more balance challenge. So make sure when we do balance challenges that all of the equipment that we've used for the day, which we haven't used a lot, but your kettlebell, your dumbbells, things like that are out of the way and not on the floor where you're going to be. We're just going to stand in one place, but if you were to lose your balance and step to the side, you want to make sure that you have a clear spot. Now, I have a balloon. If you don't have a balloon, then you can use a ball and play catch. My goal is we're going to stand on one foot today and bop the balloon around. We're going to go for 30 seconds. So again, if single leg stance is too much, like I tell some of my clients, you can kickstand it, kind of just put your foot down like that if you need to. Or you can try a tandem stance or a single leg stance, and sometimes just bopping the balloon around, standing with your legs, in a comfortable position, your feet spread apart in a comfortable position is enough of a balance challenge. So find where you are with that, and then give it a shot for about 30 seconds. Now, if you have a partner, you can bop the balloon back and forth between you and your partner. Or you could bop it off a wall to make it more challenging. All right, we're going to switch legs. Have fun with it. Exercise doesn't always have to be kind of challenging and tedious. Have fun with it. Even if your partner isn't exercising with you, they could join in on this one. Everybody needs a little balance challenge. And it's fun to bop a balloon around. 6 more seconds. Whoops. See, that's what I mean, is getting all that equipment out of your way. Good, that's 30. All right, have fun with it. Keep moving, keep challenging yourself, always in a safe manner, in a pain-free manner, but continue to challenge yourself. Even if it's just a little bit each day, challenge yourself a little bit further. All right, thank you so much. Keep moving, and please let me know if you have any questions or need any alternative suggestions for any of these exercises. All right, thanks everybody. Keep moving.